Suck our dicks!
Yeah!
Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks!
Yeah!
Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks! Suck our
Well, woman I love is named Ramona. She kinda looks like Tempest Storm, and she can dance like a little Egypt. She works down the Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Ramona's got a keen sense of humor. She got a tattoo down her arm. It's of a python eating a little mouse wearing a sailor hat that says Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. I asked Ramona how come she works there. She says, well, it's got its charm. There's nothing to do in the winter now, then some kid gets bit at the Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention something. This is a sing-along. Really. It goes Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. It ain't exactly kumbaya, but being the music fog, it ought to be perfect. Help me now, be on TV. It said Snake Farm, just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Getting into it now. Well, Ramona likes malt liquor and a band from Wales that's called The Alarm. She said she cried when they broke up. She still plays the records at the Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Sometimes Ramona calls me up and says, come on down here, it's getting warm. And she runs everybody off, and we, you know, it's Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Help me now. I said Snake Farm, just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm.
It turns to stone, then it rains and it breaks apart. Everything I love is back at home on VHS video. And as a kid I had to keep my hands in pockets anytime I was around fragile objects. Mom and dad must have known something that I didn't. Then again, who am I kidding? No, they didn't. Yeah. Still sometimes it's hard for me to feel excited. Like the whole world's throwing me a party and I'm not invited. to fix a slight switch, trying to get enlightened. I get like this when I give no shits when I've got no spliff. Might just throw fists. After all, I am the house my father built. No one knows that painter holds the weight of all their skill. Cause I died with him on the floor in the kitchen. Wonder if he knew something I didn't. Still, sometimes it's hard for me to feel excited. It's like the whole world's throwing me a party and I'm not invited. Been staring at the bright side so long I've gone blinded. Yeah, I'm looking for the 333, still I can't find it. Looking for the 333, still I can't find it. I can't find it. 333, still I can't find it. Everything I touch, it turns to stone. Everything I touch, it turns to stone. Everything I love is back at home. Everything I love is back at home.
One more time.
Still, sometimes it's hard for me to feel excited. It's like the whole world's throwing me a party and I'm not invited. Been staring at the bright side so long I've gone blinded. And I'm looking for the 333, still I can't find it.
Welcome to ClusterF. Hope you had a good weekend. We didn't do jack.
No,
It's a great weekend. It lasted a long time.
that's
You ever-
nice.
ever-
Do too much and it goes by too fast. It
don't
blows.
you hate that? We could do something on Saturday and Sunday, and then you're like, I gotta go back to work tomorrow. I'm not ready.
What are we even doing here? It's Veterans Day.
Oh, that's right. But nobody's listening. Nobody's listening. It's Veterans Day. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Have a great Veterans Day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Just that's it. Just see, one of these days we got to pull one of those ribs, right?
Yeah.
Just pull that. One of these days we got to pull that rib. 5 minutes through the show, go bam, everything's off, and people are just like,
Yeah, we're gonna have to pre-record that. I'm not driving an hour.
you go take a nap. It's a great day. You get to go. You had to work
Yeah,
for
I'll
5.
take it.
You got to work for. Or we could just not do it.
Today would be a good day to do that.
Say, well, it's Veterans Day. What are we thinking? We're not honoring the veterans by doing a show.
We're all
Boy, we really
sleeping.
blew it. I don't think we've ever taken off Veterans Day.
Does anybody get off Veterans Day?
Yeah, government workers, schools. So, but not
Veterans.
Chick-fil-A employees or.
Schools, like, they have school today?
Do they have school today?
Yeah,
I thought you got off Veterans Day.
I did
Are
too.
you sure they got school today?
He called me on the phone.
Okay.
The school called and said they got school tomorrow.
I could have sworn. Well, they took it away because of all the hurricane days.
Oh, man, you just fucking relax on it.
Oh,
Like,
that's
I
what
don't
they
care
do.
if you may. I don't care if you miss 2 months of school because of a hurricane. It's a goddamn natural disaster.
It's an
You ain't gotta make
act
it
of God.
an act of God.
You got to make it a big deal.
Don't need to make up more days of school. It's already enough.
Well, we got some new names on the wall. We got Amy, Lynn, and XJ over there just above Trace's head. Let me get a close up of that.
What is it?
Amy Lynn and
nice.
XJ.
Amy, Lynn, and XJ, just over your head, inside the heart. Amy, Lynn, and XJ, new names on the wall. Oh, got actually 2 new names on the wall.
No, well, I moved them.
No, you don't know about this one, babe.
Oh.
If we now have Ed's Navy. Ed's Navy's on the wall. Now without a green ink, so we just covered up the end for so it's just Ed's Navy. He gave me a size.
Let me see the other name. Flip it up. And we got Ned's Navy too.
No, not anymore. We got Ed's Navy because he gave me a sizable PayPal donation for this, and Prime Real Estate now goes to Ed's Navy. I could keep a straight face on this one. Don't forget the meet and greet. God, it's coming up in like 6 days. Meet and greet Saturday.
And I moved Sean Raz and Bozzy's Moist Rocket down because
Bozzy's
Bozzy's Moist Rocket
Moved it down where? Where are we talking about
over
here?
behind the under Emerson Johnson.
Oh, okay. There we go. Right. I can't even do it right. I'm not. I'd be a horrible.
Yeah,
I'd be the
horrible
world's
weather.
worst. And we got a system over. Wait, no, wait. We got the system.
Could you see?
It's the whole wrong way.
It's 6. No, it's not.
He'd be giving the news, the weather like that. It's back to the wall.
Buzzy's
all green.
Buzzy's moist. No,
It's all
that's
green.
navy, and then Ned's no. Oh, that would be terrible.
God, I
We're
love to see that.
Oh my
Wonder how
God.
easy that is. I guess once you get the knack of it.
Yeah,
probably.
I think that would take like a couple hours, right? To figure that out, or does it take a long time? Seems like you just.
Seems like it'd take a little time to get it down. You don't think?
You think they practiced, before the news? He's over there pointing the stuff.
Not
on
anymore.
I think. I guess you get good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I bet it takes practice. It probably takes you got to go in there a few hours and go, okay, because it's like a mirror deal.
Mm-hmm.
You know how hard it is to do stuff in the mirror?
Yeah.
Because you're like, okay, I'm going to go pick that here, and then, wait, I'm going the wrong way. It's really hard.
Just give up.
So I got a new contest, Trace. Trace isn't happy about it because he doesn't know the song.
I kind of know. I've heard the song before.
Okay, so you kind of getting. Here's a new contest.
Say it like a rock star. Say it like a rock star.
So what you got to do is
What you gotta do?
I'm picking songs where the guys talk.
Yeah.
The singer all of a sudden breaks it down and he's doing some kind of hokey or cool rap, and we all three have to replicate that talking little segment. I don't know. I've always wanted to do something. This is a contest I've always been trying to figure out, and I was like, we'll try that. Maybe it'll be funny. Maybe it won't. I think
it.
Trace doesn't really know the song that well.
No.
Donna's got to sing we're gonna do this week. It's "Miss You" by the Rolling Stones. So Trace has got to do. Donna's got to do her Mick Jagger that she knows, but it's Mick Jagger and she's a woman. And then I guess I got it best on this one. But then we'll do like a girl next week.
Yeah.
Next week we'll do a girl, so we'll be at her disadvantage, and your mom will be she'll have the leg up because we're not women.
I don't think it matters.
I think it. Well,
a little bit.
Do a man or a woman.
Depends.
Whatever.
Yes, if you nail it, it doesn't matter. So we'll try that a little later. The say it like a rock star.
Gosh, so how are you guys feeling about this Donald Trump guy? Like, I am just like, my mind's getting blown. Like, I thought I was gonna be more excited when he won, and I'm not sure if the world's gonna end or whatever. But I mean, there's like very few things he would have to do before I start putting some fucking Trump stickers on my like. I mean, if
I
he
said
just,
that. Yeah, the same thing.
if there's just like a couple, stop some wars. And what else? Like maybe arrest a couple pedophiles and
Make some prices go down at the store. That's what I'm looking
make prices go down a little bit. And I think I'm full blown trumping at that point. You
I
know.
think so. I think I said if he ended the Ukraine war and released the Epstein list in the first couple months, I'd be like, holy shit, holy shit. But I don't know if that's gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't know. And I'm liking Trump, and I'm liking this Elon guy a lot less. This guy's scaring me, man.
He's a lunatic.
He might be a lunatic.
He might be.
I mean, he's saying, in like 20 years, there's going to be more robots than people. All these robots he's making, and everybody's, and they can teach your kids. And then what is life if you don't have to do anything? If you don't have to teach your kids? He's like, you can babysit your kids. You're going to let a robot babysit your kids?
And someone like him, you would think that he would know. That he would know that people sitting home not doing anything makes for
a terrible
a
society.
terrible society. The people that, they end up being depressed. They have no motivation to, to do anything. They don't care about anything,
I mean, everybody in the
It
comments,
ruins your society.
everybody in the comments of like, him showing off these robots, just like, didn't anybody see iRobot? How
Yeah.
this ends, you know? Like, I don't. I saw there was a little Trump, their little robot dog deal outside of Trump's house or whatever. Those robot dog looking things. I don't.
It's all a work.
Gosh,
Everything's a work. This is such a work, this Trump thing. Yesterday I saw he's one of his 10 points of, making America great again. He wants to get prayer back in schools. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, no, we don't need that shit. So
There's no reason to have prayers in school. Just teach the fucking kids what you're supposed to teach them and move on.
You can pray all day long at home.
All day long.
All day
at
long,
home.
all night, as soon as you get home from school.
Yeah.
And if you want your kid to pray, there's plenty of religious schools that you can send your child to, and they will pray in whatever religion that you send it to. Mm-hmm. So you don't need that shit. I said that, like last year, Trump's going to usher in the theocracy. You're going to start getting you're going to start getting all this. Maybe he will do some good things, and you'll be distracted by the end of the Ukraine war. But he's going to be slowly, chipping away at our rights and bringing this God stuff in. And what irks me is the most unchristian people. Even if you like Donald Trump, he's not really a serious Christian, right?
Right.
Even if you love Donald Trump, he's not a serious
Correct.
Christian. But he's going to bring all this God shit like he is, proving that he's a fraud.
We have to sit back and watch some fake Christian ruin our lives.
He hasn't done it yet. I mean,
No.
I'll give him a.
But Rick Scott's like getting a big push to be the Speaker of the House.
Yeah.
And it's like, he's the biggest piece of shit ever.
I can't believe people voted for him.
Oh, my
again.
God.
It's like, would you quit? Fucking people don't know shit. Quit voting.
I think the whole thing is a psyop. I think nobody voted for Rick Scott. Rick Scott lost in a landslide, and they just fixed the results. And I don't think any of the people on social media who are going, we need to get Rick Scott now.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll get a Trump guy. And it's
They
like,
just put in there who
he's
they
a
want in
piece
there.
of shit. So none of it's real. These are all fake.
Man.
The government's typing all this shit. We need to get Rick Scott. I'm Joe Blow in Indiana. No, you're not. You're in the NSA.
Yeah.
That, how easy that would be. And then you control the guy, Elon Musk, who could potentially be in with you, controls Twitter, and he says, what do you want to say, and who do you want it to say it to? And we just write 100 messages and send them all over the country.
Yeah.
And everybody
it's
thinks.
hard. It's hard for people to wrap their mind around when, when you don't know for positive. I feel like I know for positive that's what they do.
No for
But
positive.
No,
I've never heard that.
positively.
No, for positive.
that they're doing that. But, most people, it's hard to wrap your mind around when you got someone saying, all this stuff, Elon will go on and act like he's against the government, meddling in the Twitter and all
Yep.
that. And he,
But he wants to put a robot in your house. Like, get this damn robot out of my house.
Ironically, he wants to probably put a robot in charge of monitoring free speech. You never know. Yeah, I don't trust him. All this
Yeah.
Mars stuff. I never
They're
trusted him
not
from
to
day
be
one. We
trusted.
ain't going to Mars.
I don't
Let's get
even.
the fuck
I don't
outta
hear
here.
much talk about going to Mars. I feel like there's a possibility that like he was like, "Fuck, I don't think we're gonna be able to do this," And he's put so much time in talking about it, and he can't just be like, "Well, I messed up. I don't think we're gonna be able to do it."
He may just be a crazy guy that wants to go to Mars
Yeah.
because he's,
I mean, look at the guy, the guy with the submarine.
yeah.
He could be that guy. He's just got more money.
Yeah.
I don't think, I
He
mean,
just
it
wants
is
to
pretty
go to
damn
Mars and-
impressive when they land. They caught the rocket. If that's real, yeah.
If that's real,
They
or if they
caught
haven't
the
had
rocket.
that technology 50 years ago. The government did. You don't know. You don't know. I can't figure nothing out. I mean, I know it's fake, but you vote for your own interests, and I really couldn't take another 4 years of that the dreariness.
Yeah.
The dreariness to me on the left. It was just dreary. It was all
God, it
the
seemed like-
immigrants and the wars and the wokeness is not my style. So, hey, whatever happens, happens. But at least I'll be happier not have, we'll have something interesting going. Do you see what Trump did today? It'll be some comedy. That's my own interest.
I want to know, are celebrities leaving the country?
Not. Oh God! See, I don't even read Twitter anymore. I just scroll because everything's the same shit. People leaving the country, Trace. Like there'll be people there with passports on a plane going, "We're leaving the country," and it's like
They're probably coming back.
they're probably already had their vacation planned, and they wanted to get a lot of hits on social media.
Yeah.
So it's nauseating. So tons of people are saying they're leaving the country, and tons of women are saying they're abstaining from having sex for the next 4 years to punish these Trump voters. And it's like, no, this is off. Nobody's doing none of that. Nobody's leaving the country, and nobody's abstaining from sex.
Yeah.
I can almost get like a 100%. Nobody's doing it. It's just not happening. Maybe some people who had planned to move to France for the last 3 years, and now they can say they did it and get some social media hits.
Yeah, I don't get some of these Hollywood people that are, really going for Harris or whatever. It seems weird to me. It's not. They seem like they know they're lying or something. Just to. Everybody else seems to like this guy Trump, except for these Hollywood people, and they all gotta say, "Oh, come on." I don't know.
And people, they hated. I mean, they loved Donald Trump. Everybody loved Donald. He was.
Yeah.
It was not. There was no. Everybody hates Donald Trump. He was on all the shows. He was a TV star.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody obviously liked Donald Trump. I saw this where they supposedly paid the Harris campaign paid Beyonce like $1 million. No, that was Oprah Winfrey. They paid Oprah Winfrey $1 million. They paid all these celebrities all this money. I guess to. It's kind of like a paid advertisement. It's like, that's really nice. I didn't know that.
To support them?
Yeah, they paid him to. It didn't work. And now, so I believe, I don't care, Kamala Harris lost, big fucking deal. Believe she lost, but she raised, I believe, $1 billion, or almost $1 billion, which is an incredible sum of money for a campaign. And currently, the day after the campaign, she was $20 million in debt. And they're talking about, the money was just like, see, that's what they do now. They don't even wait to get into office to steal your money. They found a new way. It's like, while you're campaigning, you can divvy up $1 billion fucking dollars.
Yeah. And then if you lose, who gives a fuck? You just made so much money. I was thinking that the other day when I was driving. I was thinking,
set for life.
They should not be allowed to do that with money. You should have like a $10,000 cap, because who cares? Because it's always just, usually the biggest criminal raises the largest amount of money.
Yep. It's not fair.
And that's what we should go on.
It's not fair, I tell you.
Whoever's the biggest criminal.
We got the Sean Raz Karen of the day. I was thinking we could do, Ink Spike sent me a Karen. Maybe we can start doing a Karen versus Karen, but we won't do it on the same day because that's too long.
Yeah, too much.
Like Tuesday, we'll do the Challenger Karen. So if you want to submit a Karen to beat Sean Raz and Karen versus Karen.
Challenger.
So Monday will always be Sean Raz, and Tuesday will be anybody who wants to step up to the plate. So Ink Spike this week, if I can find it. I think it was on Twitch. Twitch Whispers.
Joe the tree man says, and who's going to make it illegal, Miss Donna? All the crooks? Yeah.
Who's going to make what illegal?
Them to raise so much money.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that'll never happen.
Yeah,
It's nice to talk about it, though.
See, that's why they went with Trump as Hitler and Trump as a Nazi. It's because the only argument you have, it's like, well, we don't care. We just want something to change. That's everybody's attitude. So everybody voted for Trump. They're like, we don't care if there's a 1% chance that he'll change something, because we want something to fucking change.
Yeah.
So that's why they voted. It was, sorry you lost. You ran a stupid campaign. You should have done better. You shouldn't have been in these wars. You shouldn't have allowed the immigration. No, well, let's not talk about this. Let's talk about other shit.
I played basketball yesterday.
Oh yeah, with your
Yeah.
bad knee and all.
Yeah,
How'd it go?
I think I'm better.
Well, you better still be careful.
You know, I play.
You should wear
I
a
mean,
brace.
I've never in my life, you know, since my gout in my knees deal, mainly my knee because it's, you know, I haven't been able to do much for like, it's been like a year almost now
Yeah,
since I
yeah.
hurt my knee. And I was, you know, I kind of don't regret not getting surgery so far after, you know, I played basketball and didn't notice any pain and was sprinting a little bit. But I mean, I've never gone a year in my life where I didn't do anything physical at all. You know, with my knee being
Yeah.
messed up, like I just been chilling. I play, you know, I've lost every game, or our first game I lost 21-18-0. I got 0 points the first game. I mean, I got the ball, and you know, I'm doing my thing, and go up, and I miss a layup, and that was like all I had. Like, I mean, I just went, and then I was playing full speed like I would usually do. I've never been that out of shape in my life. I mean, I went up and did a layup, and then I went and laid down on the bench thinking I was going to die.
How long have you been married? 5?
4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
He doesn't
I think
even
it's
know.
5. I thought it was 5.
4,
Is it
I
4?
think.
Is it only 4?
I'm
We've been
feeling
together
like
for
it's
6.
4.
4
and I
years.
think
Look
we
at
were
he's
married.
already. He's just a sloth. Marriage has turned him into a sloth.
I mean, it was bad. I mean, we played the second game. I did a little better. You know, kind of caught a second win, and it was 6-0. I was winning 6-0-0. We were playing 21, but I got those 6 points and gave up and had to go lay on the bench again.
Well, good for you.
Good
for you for trying.
Yeah. Are your friends in shape? Or are they?
I'm surprisingly, well, I mean, just like compared to me, yeah, but like we
That's
play
what I meant.
basketball every once in a while. I guess my friend Cameron's been running 20 miles a week or something.
He's young.
Yeah.
That's a lot of miles. I'm not into that. I used to run like 1.5 miles a week. We'd do it one time.
Yeah,
one
there
time
we
a week.
go.
One
That's
time a
about-
week. I
That's
go.
about me.
That's about around this thing. And I
Yeah.
do that like once a week. Cause that's a lot of wear and tear on your body.
It is. But yeah,
You know what you need to do
What?
is you need to get get your kids back in soccer. And I understand why they're not in soccer this year because
are they not in soccer?
well, you missed it. The leagues,
It did
the leagues
suck
suck,
ass.
and they didn't have just girls soccer.
Yeah,
It's like-
it got ruined.
It's ruined. Berlin played just girls soccer until she was almost 12,
Yeah.
and she did great, and she got so good. If she'd been playing co-ed, she would have just been stifled the fuck,
And that's what they try to feed you. It's like maybe when they're 5, 5 or 6,
Yeah.
co-ed is okay. But I, had gone up to the guy and I was like, so you're not going to have any girls? And he was very condescending and was like, well, if girls play with boys, it just makes them get better. It's like, no, it doesn't.
Fuck you, you're an idiot.
No, it doesn't.
Handling the ball, you don't even learn the game. Because if you're
Yeah.
a girl playing against boys, you get the ball and you get it taken away with generally.
Yeah.
In the girls' game, they can do everything. They can pass. They can work it upfield. They can shoot. Many times a girl, I've coached, the co-ed deal, and many times a girl will go the whole season and not get a chance to score.
Yeah.
And she never,
And that
she never
makes
will
them
because she's not that good. But
and
if
it makes them
yeah.
not want to play anymore.
Yeah, but if it was all girls, she might have,
Yeah.
she might have got a goal.
Harper was doing very well on the old girls team.
Oh, it's frustrating.
And then when you get on the boys team, the girls get a little intimidated too. So they don't go after the ball as much. And if they do, they just pass it to a boy because they think they're supposed to. Because the boys will come just take it right from them.
Take it from their own teammate.
Yeah,
That's
take
what they
it from
do.
their own
8
team.
to 10. A lot of times you'll get a kid on the team that's just like, it just doesn't. He's not near any of the other kids' skill level. He's just way better, and they'll just take the ball like the whole game,
And it sucks.
not
it sucks.
pass to anybody.
It sucks. That was like 2 years ago for Harper. They had that one guy that just scored all the goals, and she
Yeah.
didn't do nothing that year. That was the worst year. That's because we weren't coaching her too. I think she does better when we coach her.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
coaching.
because you get
coaching's not
guys
fun, though.
that
I'll coach her.
you get guys that coach it. If they got a boy, they don't even care about the girls. You know, if they got their kid's a son, their son or whatever.
Yep.
They don't even care. They're just wanting their
They just
kid to
wanna
be in
win.
there to, dominate or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd coach her. It's a pain. Coaching's a pain, but it's also great. It's also, somewhat rewarding.
Yeah.
If you get a good group of kids. And I apologize because I didn't get into coaching until the twins, till Berlin and Weston.
Yeah.
And I really feel like you would have had a much better. You would have had a.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been pro anyway.
Yeah, but you had you didn't have that great of an experience playing flag football because you were new and they had their kids they all knew and it's. But if I was your coach.
Man, we need to rename the pucks the chokers. Man, you're right.
Chokers.
I mean, the odds were against the Bucks, so I did end up putting $20 on the Bucks to win. I would have won like $100 off of it, off the bet I made.
Yeah,
I just couldn't come. I knew 30 seconds into the game they were gonna lose. I mean, the whole time I could just feel the loss coming. I went and played basketball, and then went over to my friends and we watched the game.
Yeah.
And just the whole time, me and my friend, every play that the 49ers did, we're just like, it's over. Even in the first quarter, we're like, oh, there's no way they're stopping them.
Yeah, then the 49ers kept missing field goals. So, I mean, we didn't really deserve to win. They missed 3 field goals.
Yeah.
That guy was just going,
that was our only hope. We were just celebrating missed field goals.
Yeah. And it's when they had the ball in the fourth quarter, down by 3.
Yeah.
I think they were at the 7-yard line or 10-yard line of the 49ers. I was like, they got it. They're gonna.
That's what I was thinking.
That was terrible play calls. It's just like they ran it up the middle, a couple times,
Yeah.
then incomplete pass, they kick a field goal, then you knew it. As soon as they tied it, you're like,
yeah, you were.
and there was 41 seconds left. You're like, oh, the 49ers are gonna come back and kick a field goal. This time the guy's gonna nail it,
Yeah.
and he did.
He didn't nail it. I would say he almost missed it.
Yeah. And this was the play. Did you see the play with Baker?
Yeah,
This is
it was
the
a
play.
good one.
You did. I don't think you saw this play, babe. This is. Wait, let me rewind it. What's going on? It's Give Me the Gimmick.
Where'd you play basketball at?
I didn't.
I do the gimmick.
I didn't know we were going all the way out to Tampa, but somewhere out in Tampa. It was luckily the game was after to watch because that would have been a long drive to play 6 minutes of basketball.
Here's the play. Let me get it back.
This one was good.
The same pressure. Mayfield evades. In trouble. Stiff arm. Throw. How did he do it? First down.
That was watching that live. That was a pretty
Yeah, it was
amazing
good.
play.
We were celebrating pretty hard.
And you see the replay; it's even more impressive. Watch Big.
Get on the ball. They got plenty of time. Stay calm.
Now pause it. Come on, you are like a giant man, and you got his arm. Fall down, just.
This is a Nick Bosa, and he is one of the best defensive ends. He's like a beast. He's a freak of nature, and yet Baker was able to fight him off and complete the 4th down and 10.
Stay calm.
It's like, what's he doing? Trying to
Jerking his arm off.
Also, I guess you also got to worry about what you do with a quarterback sometimes because you'll get the flag and then they're in field goal range already. So maybe he was worried about that.
That's what I was thinking.
That was a pretty badass play there.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I think it was bad play calling. Okay, last week when they didn't go for 2 and they elected to go to overtime and give the ball to Patrick Mahomes, it's like I say, that's a horrible decision. And this week when they couldn't get it in from the 7-yard line, and it's like, and the guy missed 3 field goals. You were lucky to be in it in the first place, and you should have put it away. Right then, you should have put it away. So 4 and 6. Maybe when Evans comes back, we'll see.
You won the DraftKings.
Woo, me, I won.
Yeah.
Sweet. I think we gotta plug it more.
Yeah.
Get the it was been down the last week.
Must have had some bad weeks or something. People running out of money towards the.
So how do you
And
get
or
in the
something.
DraftKings, babe?
You gotta get a hold of Jay Waka Flocka.
On
Well, you can get a hold of him on here sometimes, or on Facebook, Joshua Walker, and he'll just tell him you want in the DraftKings. Just message him and tell him you want in the DraftKings, and he'll send you a link.
yeah, let's get a bunch of people in it.
Get
Might
a
as well
bunch of
be
people in
might as
there.
well be playing for big money. Dang, I won it, and
Yeah.
I probably won chump change. That's all right. I'll take
Yeah.
chump change.
Yeah.
That's-
I
a
think
win
you
is
won
a-
about $13.
That's two
more
weeks.
weeks.
That's 2 more weeks for free for me. I like that.
It's only $5.
Sweet. I have to look at my lineup, see what kind of stupid lineup I pick. I just can't help myself. I want to have the most creative life.
Jeez.
I'm gonna have to make it.
I don't know what
I
you
want to
got.
make it fun.
I know all my guys were cold. They had the
The snowflake.
the blue snowflake beside most of them. I got a couple that got a few points, but all the rest were all cold snowflakes. Like what?
It
I
happens.
think I came in
snowflakes.
last.
Yeah.
Last.
I always have CJ Stroud every game in my ESPN league, and so this week I'm going with Tua. CJ Stroud, I think he was lit it up. He was lit it up like never before.
That one's not done till tonight.
I forget where it was. I sent you the video of it. Did you see that?
I got Tua.
Did you see that dock collapse?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where that was, but
Is it the one with like 30 or 40 people on it?
Yeah,
on the,
big dock,
on the
you know?
gangway. That they never had a video of it. Let me see.
I mean, I watched the video of it, and I was like, oh, well, whatever. Just 7 people
That's the
died.
one. That's the
I know.
one.
I
That's
was
the
trying. We
one.
were trying to figure out
Like,
why.
what the fuck?
We played
I
that
mean,
a couple weeks ago. We were like, "What?"
Is it
How
the
did-
TikTok video
Yeah.
right down here?
I was like, "How do those people die falling off when a dock collapsed?" I mean, and they got lawsuits and all kinds of crap going up. It's like they're right there. How do you die? Is it all people that don't know how to swim? So if you don't know how to swim, I just feel like if I didn't know how to swim, I could keep my head
She always
above
says this.
water.
she's literally saying, I think if I couldn't swim, I could swim.
To save your life, you don't think you could doggy
You're not
paddle?
gonna, you don't understand. I don't understand it because I've known how to swim since I was little. So you don't even understand the concept. I don't think. Or maybe it's only art out people who drown.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Kevin JK says that was up here. It was in South Carolina. Older folks who couldn't swim.
Oh, brutal!
do you-
Brutal. Granny went right to the bottom.
I mean, but there's like 40 people there. Like, how did nobody just
Right?
save you?
I mean, how deep could
7.
it be right there where a dock is?
It didn't look that deep, man. I don't know.
I don't know. I guess I don't understand the concept of not being able to save your own life.
You
but-
pretty much float, man,
Can't you-
especially in salt water.
I mean, do you not even think to kick your feet? You think you'd accidentally stay above. You could accidentally stay above
accidentally swimming.
Oh, here it
Yeah.
is. Here it is. Is this it, Trace?
I don't know. I sent
It's
it to
part
you.
of. I can't get to it.
Oh.
The one you sent me says I got to log into TikTok, and
I'd like to see what some R looks like. That doesn't know how to swim. Trying to keep. What do? They just freak
flail.
out?
They flail.
Flail and drown.
They think you think you can get a. Well, they think they're making every effort to get above water, but they're just flailing. When actually you could just do a little of this,
Yeah.
and you'd get up there. They
Yeah.
don't understand. I don't know. I've never.
Ned's Navy says people panic and breathe in water. Ooh, really?
Well, if you're. I mean, you're not staying above water, so you're breathing in water pretty soon because if you're lucky, if you can get your head up a few times, and then I've seen drowning videos. Now, somehow I got a drowning algorithm.
Lauren says she can't swim. I've seen her swim many times. I think she's just too lazy to swim.
Well, she better learn how to swim. How do you
Well,
live
she
in
knows
Florida?
how to swim. I don't know. I don't quite get it. It's just like she's like can't try hard enough to swim.
Beaver
you know.
Smell Like Turner says wheelchairs. Some of them were in wheelchairs. I can see that,
yeah.
obviously.
Brizoodle.
Kevin JK says, I think they were very round.
Round.
And not-
Fatties.
Let's see. I don't know if we got
Did you?
It's already
is there
collapsed
a video?
here. This is one of them. This is the aftermath. These are people in the water.
That's looks kind of far out. Where? Oh, it's right there. Okay.
Man,
Oh, what are they drifting away?
it looks like there's a little current.
They must be
I
drifting.
mean, it looks like they're.
So wow, if you didn't swim good, you were getting.
A little worse than I thought.
You probably had. You might have had a long sleeve shirt on and jeans.
Oh yeah, jeans are not fun to swim in. Take your pants off, man.
Somebody else. Well, they're trying to paddle out there with them.
Can somebody get in this boat? Can someone operate this boat?
Somebody should have had a key
Oh
for that.
no, they doing life support.
Don't belong. It belongs to somebody else.
They doing life support or
Well,
somebody.
they're trying to paddle out there with their hands.
Ooh, that's a scene, man. That's a scene. Woof.
I mean,
Nobody can go save him because none of them know how to swim. Is that what's going on there?
I don't
Well,
know.
that's a tough save. If you don't have
Yeah.
a boat,
And you got someone
that's
that's
a tough
drowned,
save.
someone that doesn't know how to swim. They're gonna pull you right under, man.
that's out there. That's a swim, and then you got somebody dragging you down. So you need a boat. I don't think they were prepared for this.
Yeah, swimming.
Is that the video, or was it different?
It was similar. But I mean, if I was on that, I mean, I would almost think we're having a good time. If the bridge, we fell in the water, I wouldn't even. I guess people are useless, is what I'm thinking.
possible. Let's see if I can get
I
yours
try
to
to,
work.
tell the kids, in swimming too, that if you get tired, all you got to do is lay on your back. And if you can't float, some people can't float.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
can't float, all you got to do is kick your feet just a little bit, and that'll keep you up. You don't have to thrash around kicking your feet, just a little bit, and it'll keep you up.
I don't think those kind of people have been told that.
Yeah, I know.
They've been told nothing. Just
What?
flail.
Well, what kind of life do you live where you don't swim? I mean, there's fucking lakes and ponds and pools and oceans everywhere, man. How do you get past the age of 3 without being able to swim?
I mean, I was gonna say if we lived here, but we didn't have a pool, but then we got that pond.
yeah, swimming in the pond.
I swam in the lake when I was a kid.
yeah.
Before we had a pool when I was a kid, we swam in the lake back behind our house. But kids ain't swimming in the lakes no more.
I swam
man.
in
Ain't no
lakes.
kids.
In Ohio, we, West Branch, and, we went to lakes and boat. My dad had a boat, and we water skied and learned to swim.
The lakes are better up north. You don't have to worry about alligators.
That is when we went up to Georgia or wherever and went to that one Lake Chattooga.
Chattoog.
Yeah.
I just couldn't. I mean, I couldn't comprehend. I couldn't even fathom that there was no alligators in this one. Like, there's really nothing to be afraid of. Like, what?
And it's dark water. It's deep too.
Yeah,
it's
it was
deep as
that
hell.
was a little bit scary. Just
So
going
deep.
under and looking down, and you
Nothing
just
but-
never see the end. It was
Yeah.
kind of felt
Chase
weird.
Chase looked panicked the entire time.
He-
I think I
It
was.
was.
Had a panic attack. Were you super high?
Probably. Most likely.
I had another idea for a contest. Later on, we'll be doing the Karen, which is turned into Karen versus Karen. So we'll do the Ink Spike Karen tomorrow, and then we've got Say It Like a Rock Star. We'll do that 10.
Yeah.
When you want to do the Karen?
Well, Harper's got to go early today. So.
Okay, so tell me this.
Yeah.
We'll do. Okay, when you get back, we'll do the Karen, and then
Okay.
later we'll do Say It Like a Rock Star.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds
that'd be
good.
I don't know if I can whistle. That's my other contest. I was just woke up to this song on my alarm. I hadn't heard this song in a long time, and it's got a whistle part in it. And Trace won't know the song. I don't think you'll know this one. But see if anybody in chat can get this. If I can whistle. Okay, that'll give me a little reverb on this too.
A whistle verb.
Wait, I want to do. Here we go.
I know.
Who knows that?
I don't know.
I know Trace don't know that shit.
Horrible Rob says Billy Joel, Scorpions.
Oh, who said Scorpions?
Ned's Navy.
That's Navy. Winds of Change, the Scorpions.
Kevin J.K., Scorpions, NHRA. Yep, Ned's Navy got it.
Yeah.
Wind of Change, AJ. Dion's Bathtub.
Wow. See, I haven't heard that
They
song.
all knew it.
That's surprising because I hadn't heard that song in ever. Down to Gorky Park. But I could see why I hadn't heard
Are you
it.
saying we're all going to have to?
No,
whistle?
if I was that just felt like doing that because I heard that song. I don't know if we're gonna make a contest out of that, but we could occasionally if I hear a whistle song because there are a few whistle songs.
Here's mine.
I thought I can't even whistle. I can't wait for Say It Like a Rock Star. Take 17, Donna. Keep a straight face and do your Mick Jagger. Okay, here's Donna's.
I don't think I can do
Here's
it.
Donna. She's got it.
I can't do it. Sometimes I can whistle and sometimes I
I
can't.
know. Sometimes I can, and sometimes.
It's weird.
Moving
It's like
air.
it's just like a 5-year-old trying to whistle.
Why can't I whistle? I don't understand it. Why sometimes
I
you
don't
can
either.
and sometimes you can't.
I can't do it if
I
I,
mean,
can't
go-
hear myself.
I'm in good whistle today, so I can whistle good. Sometimes I can't do it at all.
I whistle good underwater.
Having a different lip day. Oh, it's coming back. She's getting. Sometimes you'll get it back too. Oh, that's an easy one.
I can whistle like this all day.
Tracy. Oh, she can do that though.
Yeah.
Probably freaking the dogs out.
Oh yeah.
Did you do that one? Didn't you? That she was whistling.
It was like the Andy Griffith theme
Yeah,
song or
see.
something.
Yeah. Everybody. I don't know. I wonder if kids like Weston's age, maybe younger than that.
There you go.
Everybody knows that one.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
Oh,
Name that whistle.
I don't know about that one.
Trace is clueless. I see he kind of knows the Say It Like a Rock Star song.
Yeah.
I did my kids wrong. We didn't listen to a lot of classic rock.
Nope, not at all. I mean,
no.
Lauren just blows her mind every day. She's like, you know this song? I'm like, no. And she's like, well, who sings it? I'm like, I don't know who.
Mike
like what?
refused to listen to classic rock.
Yeah, well, I never listen to any. That's like all Lauren listens to, and she's just, you know, every like old classic rock song that comes on, she covers the thing in the car where it says who sings it and stuff, and it's like who sings it and what song is it, and I'm just like I have no idea. You know, not only did I not listen to this music, but I don't care who sings it, and I don't care what it's called. You know?
But if you'd have grown up listening to it, you might not care.
I wouldn't
either.
know the song, you know. Like, I mean, I'm still, you know, it's like I've been put in a new world where I realize there's lyrics, you know. I've been awakened to lyrics by Lauren, you know. I didn't know songs had these things called lyrics. And you know, there's so many songs that I sing along with that I realize I'm just saying noises. Like I don't even know I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I have no idea what this song's about.
You know
I don't
what?
know
We
what
all
any
did
song-
that.
He's already out.
You know, I did that
Already
too a little when I was young. I just sang along to all these songs, and now you know, hearing them later in life, I'm like, oh, that was dirty. You know, oh,
Yeah.
that was not a clean song. That was a dirty song. You know,
Oh, Freddie
Oh.
Mercury was gay.
yeah.
Yeah, I can't do it. I don't.
Can't do what the lyric deal.
Yeah, I mean, like even
Some people do that. Some
I
people
mean-
like that.
it took me a while to realize SoFlo's "There's a Farmer in Suburbia" was about weed. I mean, I just didn't the farm. I didn't even consider what the lyrics were talking about. Maybe I am hard out.
Because I mean, I listen to the lyrics and I can do the I know the guitar solos. I just listen to the whole song. But some people don't. They're like, I don't really pay attention to the lyrics.
No, I don't. And
Trace don't pay no attention to no lyrics.
are they making more HOA neighborhoods nowadays.
That's all they make.
You know, because
That's all they make down here. I don't know if that's in the whole country. Because I remember a long time ago, my cousin came down from Ohio, and she was like, "What's up with all these gated communities?" So I don't know if they've since then have expanded all over the country.
I think so. I'm seeing a lot of videos of people bitching about HOAs. You know?
Oh yeah.
And you really got to learn that one the hard way.
Yeah.
You know, one time. I mean, I would never even consider be living in an HOA ever again. I mean, it was terrible. It's just not a trace way of living.
No, it's not.
But, you know, I see all these people bitching on, you know, social media. And, you know, this guy had like a cord to plug his truck in across the sidewalk, and he got written up. And so he bought a generator, you know, to charge something in his car.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I'm going to put this generator and leave it running 24/7 and really piss him off. I'm like, you're going about this the wrong way, bro.
That ain't going to work at all.
You know, and... You know, they really don't make the HOA seems like it sucks as much as it sucks when you sign those papers, man. But you know, you need somebody there saying, like, read this, because this is...
Nobody's reading
this
it.
is sucky. You're going to have some issues with this.
Not for me either. I'll pass on that.
No.
HOA.
No.
Yuck.
I mean,
we
most people...
we want to live how we want to live out
most
here.
people, I guess, can live in them because they do.
Yeah.
Most people don't have a problem, you know,
Yeah, I don't want, if I
adhering
still don't
to
wanna, I
their
don't want nobody
rules.
telling me what to do
But
with
I
my
ain't
house.
all about
Yeah.
rules, you know.
I ain't about rules.
I'm not about rules.
I mean, and I almost like lost my house because it was so bad. You know, one of my cars leaked oil into my driveway, and they're like, "You can't have a car that leaks oil on your driveway." And I'm just like, "Well, you don't think I want to get this oil leak fixed? Like, it's gonna leak." And it's gonna get on my driveway. And there's nothing I can do. Like I'm
gonna put some cat litter on
yeah, like I'm out there that's all I can do is put some cat litter on it. Like,
and they, you know, if you live in an apartment complex, they'll tow your car. They'll tag it, and then you know they can have your car towed if you got a flat tire. Because they don't want a bunch of cars, you know, they got to make their complex look nice, and they don't want a bunch of cars with flat tires sitting around, you know, for months. They'll have your car towed out of there.
So many apartments going up around here.
So many.
So many people now are just going to live their lives in apartments.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like,
People above you, beside you, below you,
I mean,
pounding on your ceiling.
Don and I didn't get a house until we were in our 40s, I believe. But we rented houses,
Yeah.
you know, for years. You know, we went from the apartments to renting a house, and it's like that's much I can't imagine going back to it.
We bought our house in Iowa in our 30s.
That's true. That one year we did own a house in our 30s.
Can you believe that? You know, Iowa. I guess you can believe that in Iowa. It was a nice house. And we only paid like $80,000.
God, man.
$80,000.
It's like,
it was two stories with a basement.
yeah.
And big, nice yard.
Yep.
It was a nice house. Finished basement.
Mm-hmm. $80,000.
God, I mean, you can't even. Like people are
$80,000.
paying what you used to pay for like a mansion to live in apartment complexes now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's insane.
I think when I moved to Iowa for that job, I think they paid me $35,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
And we owned a Saturn, and didn't we also have the minivan?
Yep.
So we had two cars.
Yeah.
And we had a house.
But we only had one car for 10 years.
That's true.
So imagine, you know, people only having one car for 10 years.
It used to be a fact of life.
Yeah. We only had one car, and we didn't get a second car until we started having kids.
What would you say that would be equal to nowadays? You said you made $35,000 a year. Would that almost be $100,000?
I mean,
I think you
we
have
lived pretty good. You know, we had 2 kids. We had the house. We had the 2 cars. We had everything we needed. We went out to eat. We had friends over.
That's like 100,000. I think you'd have to.
At
I think
least
to live
80,
like that,
At least 80.
you'd have to make $80,000 to $100,000 a year to have a house. Did she work?
No.
Oh yeah, you
35.
How was I going to work? I had 3 little kids, 3 and under.
I can't imagine the grocery prices, how cheap it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry about your
That's-
luck, buddy. You
Fuck,
got
man.
born. You got born in the wrong time.
You know, I mean, if I could just tell the future and have bought a house when, before all this bullshit happened, it'd be good.
I was born in the best of times. I
Yeah.
don't know, maybe about 15 years too early, because it's getting bad. See, I don't want to see what it's like in 10 years.
And does
Could
it
be-
ever get better?
Does it? And does it?
Do
is it-
societies get better?
Is it gloom and doom, or is it just a slow?
I mean, it seemed to accelerate real
Yeah, it did
quick
seem to do
the past
it was,
5
it was
years.
Like this, and then it went
so I don't know what they'll do.
Come on.
If they'll make it worse or better.
Oh, this is. I mean, this is. I think this is a big deal. What goes on in the next few
Yeah.
years?
Like the next year, I think we're gonna be
Yeah.
able to figure out where we're
Yeah.
going.
Or maybe not. You're like, it's still up. I don't know what's going. I don't know.
Is it even possible for prices? I know of
Come
like
down?
cars and houses the price can come down, but like I don't think I've ever been to the store and been like, oh, the Oreos went down $1.
Yeah.
Now that these giant corporations are charging this
Yeah.
amount of money and people are used to it, are they even going to want or be concerned with lowering their prices? Are they just like, oh, well, we already jacked it up? Those are the prices,
I
you
don't-
know?
I don't think people ever bring their prices down, do they? I'd like to know.
I told you the bones went down. Dog bones at
She
the
did
store
say
went
that.
down about $1.
Yeah.
Whoa. I saw
I
a
don't know
bag of dog. I was just walking through Walmart the other day getting some fish food or something. I was in the bags of treats and stuff. There was a bag of treats for $30. I was like, what is this,
God.
billionaires going to this Walmart? Who's buying a $30 bag of treats?
I don't even understand it.
$30 for dog treats. I mean, I don't even buy $10 beef jerky. It's too expensive for myself. Like, who's buying?
Yep. In the 70s, there was inflation. There was bad inflation. I didn't know as I was, a kid or teenager. I don't even remember. I don't remember what years it was, but there was real bad inflation, and Ford's slogan to run for president was "Whip inflation now." He's going to whip it. So I'd like to know people who lived through that who could recall, because I was too young to care. I never knew if my parents had money or not. If it changed like that. I'd like to know: did the prices come down? Were they way up?
And they dropped.
They dropped, or did they way up? And then they didn't go way up anymore.
Yeah.
It just had no. Is that what happened? Is this the new norm? It's going to just now to level off. Now it's just going to level off. Or I don't know.
I did
no
hear.
idea.
I hope not. I hope things go down.
And it's not a political position, but a lot of it's corporate greed, like you were saying.
Yeah.
They're not going to give up that money.
Yeah.
So they're not going to. I don't know.
I mean, a lot.
Should be interesting.
These places are making more money than they ever have. Like, I don't think they're doing bad, even though everybody else is, and it's really fucked.
It's not the American way,
Because
is
they
it?
all raised their prices.
Mhm.
You always think that during when people can't afford stuff, that lumber prices will come down because nobody can afford to build this or build that. But it doesn't. It does the opposite. I don't know if that's just a way to fuck people, and they just go, "Fuck you, ain't coming down on our prices. We're actually going up." And I think it's like, well, less people are buying, so the ones that can are gonna pay double. You know what I mean?
It's like they just serve the rich.
Yeah.
People who have the money, they just charge them.
They charge more to make up for. They won't come down on their prices. They go up.
That's how it's going to be
That's how it is, though.
with the concerts and sports. I guess there's enough people well-off people that can be in those suites and afford those $1,000 tickets, that they don't care. They're not going to lower their prices. They're making a killing, and there's enough. They're super serving the haves and the have-nots.
Oh, we gotta take a break.
Have-nots
Sorry.
don't get to go to the old ball game anymore.
Nope.
What a bunch of bullshit. Let's see. I got some.
My friends I hung out with on Sunday, where it was the first time I've hung out with like not poor people in a long time, and we, it was kind of. We actually got 60 wings.
Oh wow.
60 wings.
60
Where'd you get those at?
From Wing House.
Huh.
Yeah.
Any good? Any good?
They were to go, so they weren't like crispy or anything. You can't really. And they could have had a little more sauce on them, but they weren't bad. They're pretty good. Oh man, after playing basketball and exercising, I felt guilt-free eating those wings. I mowed them down.
Even though you laid on the bench.
Yeah, whatever. I did a lot of bench lamb, but I played a little bit. But I got to eat those chicken wings guilt-free.
It always feels good when you exercise before you're gonna pig out.
Yeah.
It's always like, I could kind of, I'm at least I'm breaking even, man. I'm breaking even. Here's Ned's latest creation. Should be up on TikTok later today. See,
Nice.
TikTok, try to, it's so hard to figure out.
Yeah, it is.
And so this is, I figure, okay, it's political, but sometimes they like that. This is Trump as Hitler to Thriller. See, do you pick the song sometimes? If everybody knows Thriller,
Yeah,
everybody.
everybody.
See, sometimes I think it's the song has to do with the song, and it's so hard to figure out which songs people are going to respond to.
Yeah. I still don't even know if TikTok is real. Like all the views and stuff. I mean,
don't either.
I think that got more girls than anything, like girls that normally wouldn't be, shaking their ass in a thong on the internet got, when the TikTok first came out, and they're just posting videos of themselves and like, oh my God, I got 30,000 views, which isn't like anything on it doesn't even matter on TikTok. And you're like, oh my God, I'm almost famous, and now I got to start shaking my ass, and they all realize that that's not.
It's not going to make any money.
It's not going to make you any money.
Probably one of the greatest scams ever. You got places like TikTok and YouTube, and I don't know what else there are. But they super promote certain people. It's a very small group of people, probably a dozen or a couple dozen at most. And they funnel all the views, and these people make tens of millions of dollars, and people are like, I want to do that, and I can try. Let me get my TikTok channel and my YouTube channel, and whoever they want to succeed, they'll promote. And it's hard to make it.
It's a weird, it is a weird feeling, to get like couple million views on something on TikTok. Like, I've had a couple videos that got like 500,000 or 1 million views.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, you keep checking it, and you're like, I got 1 million views, Well, now what?